Okay, so I have watched a lot of YouTube videos about Louis Vuitton dupe bags, and this one is by Daisy Rose. It was not available on the Walmart site. I had to get it off the Daisy Rose website. This one is made by 24, and this I bought off the Walmart site. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I am very familiar with Louis Vuitton, and the Damier Azur is the more accurate of the two in terms of color, okay, when it comes to the checks. This is much more like what you would see on an authentic Louis Vuitton Neverfull. This is not. However, when you wear them separately, you really can't tell the difference as much. So, I can only choose one. I had to inspect them both very closely. The handles are nice. This is more of like what the Vachetta would look like after wearing it for a while. So this looks like I may have owned it for a bit. This looks like brand new Vachetta, as if you were to first buy one of these. Now, honestly, the quality is pretty darn similar. Now, the lining in the Daisy Rose, plain. The lining in 24, much like the Louis Vuitton. The pouch in the 24, quite sizable, quite big. Probably more like what you would find in the Louis Vuitton. The pouch in the Daisy Rose, much smaller. Not what you would find in the Louis Vuitton. However, which one did I decide on? Well, at this moment in time, I'm choosing Daisy Rose. It doesn't match as closely as to the authentic Louis Vuitton, and I'm a little disappointed in that, but it only shows up when you have these two next to each other. It's very obvious. On its own, it's not so obvious. But here's the kicker. I looked, I checked the zippers, I checked the handles. Now these are made of fake leather, pleather, whatever you want to call it, vegan leather. They both feel about the same. However, the stitching. I have a little trick with the stitching. Now, I just got these today. See this? I'll sit here and I'll just run my nail over it. Now, on the other side of this bag, I ran my nail over it, and look, this is a brand new bag, just purchased, and I loosened that stitch immediately. On the bottom of this, see that? Please excuse my thumbnail. I smushed it a few weeks ago, so I'll get that out of it. I scratched that immediately, came loose. Daisy Rose. Good stitching. All the stitching is tight, well spaced, evenly done. And that is why I am choosing the Daisy Rose. It is better quality by a small margin, but to me, stitching indicates the quality of an item. And if the stitching is already coming undone because I ran my nail over it a couple times, can you only imagine what it's going to look like after a month, 2 months, 3 months? So, they're the same exact price, and it's up to you. This looks more like it on the Louis Vuitton website. This is pretty darn close, but it does edge out in quality. And there you have it. You make your own choice. This is 24 from Walmart. This is Daisy Rose from daisyrose.com. Same price, but it came down to the stitching. If I hadn't checked the stitching, I would have gotten this because it's closer to the authentic Louis Vuitton. But the stitching on this is far superior. It really is. And that is the defining quality between the two. If I had not made that last minute decision to test, I would have been stuck with this, with fraying bits. These bags are only 50 bucks a pop, but still, the stitching is what tells you about the quality. So you can make your own decision. I've made mine. Y'all have a good day and happy decision making.